we are doing customer ID, customer name, total number of orders as order count they have placed, and total amount is total amount they have spent. All right, this is going to be more interesting. We have more things to think about here. So selecting customer ID, customer name, order count is the total as order count. Okay. So that's something we'll have to calculate. I'll show you that later. I want to first focus on the join. Total amount, another thing we'll have to calculate. Or is it? Let me just check. Order amount. Order amount. Okay. All right. And they have spent. Okay. Now, to be fair, this doesn't specifically ask us not to, or to include customers who haven't placed orders, which it should, to indicate that this will be a left join. But since we'll know that that's the lesson, we're going to do a left join from customers, left join orders. Just want to verify it's the same order ID. Okay, customer ID, yes, using customer ID. And what is the criteria? No criteria, we just need to get the order count and total amount spent. All right. So what are we counting here? We are counting the number of orders a customer has placed, right? So two ways we can do this. The number of rows that we'll get in this output, right? I also need to group by customer ID. Bye. Okay, counting. This means count the entire row, not a specific, whether a specific column value exists. So the rows here will be, if you group them by customer ID, you will get as many rows as there are orders. Yeah, as there are orders per customer, because this says total number of orders as order count they have placed, and the total amount they have spent, they being the customers. So total amount spent would be sum of order amount. Okay. Group by customer ID, customer name. You always want to group by everything that's in the select statement that is not aggregate functions. Let me see if this works. I am concerned about getting an ambiguous column error, so I'll put aliases. Group by, see? All right. Okay, I got an error. Total amount, John Smith order. So I did do a left join. There's no customer ID, customer name. Okay. So this is like this question being ambiguous in terms of what needs to be brought back. So unfortunately, don't know how good of an example this is to demonstrate the left join. Well, I'll try. From customers. Because what this tells you is get all orders regardless of if there are customers, because you're putting orders as the left table and doing a left join. If we do it like this, it tells us get all the order data regardless of if there is a customer with the customer ID in the customers table, which is unlikely that you have orders, not customers. That's just the reason I did it the opposite way. And I think the opposite way makes more sense and kind of demonstrates the left join better. So even though this says wrong answer, right? I want to do it again like that just to show you, to point out the results that I got. So what we got here, especially down here, are customers who haven't placed orders, or have they? This says order count is 1. Well, it's counting this. Actually, let me check the order ID. We do it like that. Yeah, that's the better way to do it, actually, because the other way we were counting all rows, so even half empty rows, and that way the order count was showing up as 1, even though it's 0. So my bad on that. But I want to point out this part of the table, which is what we got due to the left join. So we got these 4 customers who haven't placed any orders, but since we did a left join, not an inner join, and the customers table is left, that means we are interested to everything we are interested in everything that's in the left table. So left join says get me everything in the left table, regardless of if you can find matching data in the right table, regardless of if you can find the customer ID of this left table in this table, right? So if I didn't do a left join and we did an inner join, these people right here would disappear. Right, and now we are not aware of customers who haven't placed orders. But because customers, we put it as the table left to the join, and if we say left join, we would also get their data. That's what it does.